Fulton coming to you on a Thursday. Thank you so much for joining us. Shortened show today as we've got Royals baseball coming up. They had tried to avoid the old sweeperoo against the Guardians. So much for your Guardians can't hit the baseball, Fulton. The Royals lost yesterday, but nobody cares about the Royals right now because we are going to talk about the Royals and kind of their leadership. We will get to that. We got Royals baseball today. Zach Greinke towing the rubber for the boys in blue. Let us know your thoughts, 785-272-9429. That is our text line. We got just a real quick 30-minute show before Royals pregame coverage at 12:30. So we got a lot to get to here. We will break it down a lot more tomorrow, but John Sherman met with the media today. He is the owner of the Kansas City Royals. And I don't know if you know, but the Royals got a lot of things going on right now. The Royals want to move their stadium. They're semi-tied with the Chiefs, and their baseball team sucks. So he spoke for about 45 minutes, did John Sherman. And I have got 12 takeaways from this press conference from John Sherman. Now, they have not handled this well, in my opinion, partly because they keep talking about it.
Yeah, they really just got to shut up at some point.
They keep talking about it.
They have to shut up.
You see the Chiefs, they ain't saying squat, okay? Now, Chiefs a whole different situation. But we're going to talk about the Royals here. I got 12 things that I took away from this, okay? Number one, Sherman said that he knows the team is underperforming. He knows that they are not as good as he thought they were. He knows that this was a rebuilding and an evaluation year. He still didn't think that they would be 23 wins. He understands that. Number two, he has confidence in JJ and Matt Quatraro. They are there, which you made the hire. If you think they can do it, you got to ride it out. But he's giving him the stamp of confidence. Okay, understand that. That's basically it on the baseball side of things that I garnered from that press conference.
The only other thing baseball-wise that I took away that John Sherman said was when asked about spending, he says he is willing to spend, but he doesn't want to spend a lot of money on free agents for this team until they know what their young core is, which is a reasonable thing.
Yes. I don't really care about that because I'll believe it when I see it.
Okay.
Number three, this honestly was the very first time that John Sherman was pretty bold and strong that they're going to move from the K. He basically said as strongly as we are moving downtown. Baseball is meant to be downtown. We are going to do this. Okay. The K, it's old. It's been there for 60 years. It's time to move. We need to keep up with the Joneses right now. The K is one of the older stadiums. They don't have a lot of things going around it. That hurts them. It's time to move into the new era. Pretty much everyone has a centralized location. You look at just around the area, Coors, the Cardinals, the Twins, the Indians, okay? The Guardians. They're all downtown and thriving areas, okay? That's just the way baseball's going. All right? He said today very strongly, we're moving, okay? He also said 4 to 5 years at the K. So if you had 4 to 5 years, you're looking at 27 or 28 when they will be finished at the K. That's it. 28, which coincides, 2 years left of the, Truman Sports Complex agreement. All right. So 4 to 5 more years at the K. So if you are hell-bent that I don't want to move from the K, well, you're going to get it for another 4 or 5 years. So enjoy it. Okay. Number 5. They will have one site by the end of the summer. Right now, they have 2. Clay County and the East Village. Those are the 2 sites. They will get to 1 by the end of the summer. Number 6, all right, of my 12 that I got from John Sherman. It's a very informative press conference. Mm-hmm. Now, some people, if you were like, I hate it, then you were just going into it being a hater, okay? Number 6, they are the ones being the aggressors. They are waiting on Jackson County. They said multiple times, and Fulton, you listened to the same press conference I did, multiple times, John Sherman said, we aren't the ones people are waiting on. We are waiting on other people. We want to get this going. We want to do this. The ball's in the other people's court multiple times. The reason why it's not going faster is not because of us. It's because of other people. Number 7, this is my opinion on all of this, okay? From what I heard. They want Jackson County. They want the East Village. This is all about Jackson County, all right? This is not about Clay County, because everything that I heard today was we want it downtown. Clay County and going north of the river, that is the contingency plan. That is oh crap, my parachute isn't working, pull the emergency chute. That's what that is. All right. That's the life jacket when you're on the boat, right? Okay. Maybe a bad example of this right now. But you're on a boat and it sinks. You got life jackets there to save you. Okay. They are moving from the K. Whether you like it or not, they are moving from the K. They want East Village. They want downtown. That is what they want. And I got that such a vibe from them for a lot of different reasons. Okay. One of them is Clay County. No details have been said at all about Clay County. Not hardly anything. They got a location. That's it. No idea with funding. No idea with a plan. No idea when it would go on the ballot. No idea. If that was a legit site, you have those numbers already in hand. Number 8, maybe the biggest one, because this is the number that we have been wondering. How much, right? Whenever I go shopping with my wife, she's like, ooh, Jake, you should take a look at this. I don't even care what it looks like. How much? Right? How much? Well, $350 million. And the Royals will cover the rest. Because what we found out today, finally, legitimately, was the extension of the current sales tax plan at the Truman Sports Complex. That's what they want. So you're looking at $350 million is what they're asking for. Everything else will be footed by the Royals ownership group. We didn't know the number. To be honest with you, $350 million is not an extreme amount. Okay? It really isn't. They should get 0, but we're going to get to that. That's my last point, but I'll get to that in a second. But $350 million, it's a lot less than I thought it was going to be. And if you look at around the area, the Bills are getting $1 billion, some from the state, some from the city of Buffalo, some other places used more money than that. So 350 is not an egregious amount. It really isn't in the grand scheme of it. And we know that the village or the ballpark district or whatever they're going to call it, it will cost a billion, but they're going to foot that themselves. The stadium is whatever the taxpayers pay, then they'll finish the rest. Okay, at least we got the number. What am I at here? Number 9. They want it to be in April on the ballot. That is the hope. They were hoping for November, but didn't get done in time. So it'll be on the ballot in April. That is number 9. Number 10, they say Clay County is a legit option. I don't think it's a true legit option. Okay. There's so many questions there. And the Royals, I don't think want to go to Clay County. Their number one spot is the East Village, and they will do anything and everything to get it there. But I will tell you this, John Sherman is a businessman. If he can get $350 million from Clay County and he doesn't get it from Jackson County, he's going to Clay County. Okay. He's going to Clay County. Number 11. This is interesting. It says that the Chiefs are going to be tied to this extension. What? Here's the reason why. Right now, the agreement at the Truman Sports Complex is the Royals, the Chiefs, and Jackson County. All 3 have to sign off to do something. What's interesting is they really didn't tell us that the Chiefs are going to be involved in this. Then he was asked about the timeline. They want to know by the end of the summer. They're going to have one spot at the end of the summer. They want it on the ballot in April. Well, he was asked about the Chiefs, and they said, I don't want to speak about the Chiefs. He should have just stopped. He should have stopped. I'm not going to speak about the Chiefs. Clark Hunt and Mark Donovan right now have to be so mad at John Sherman. Ready? Keep our name out your mouth. Like, they got to be channeling their inner Will Smith, right? Keep the Chiefs' name out your mouth, because he said this. The Chiefs are on a similar timeline that we are on what's going to happen. Wait, what? We're going to find out what the Chiefs are going to do coming up? I did not know that. We knew that there was, rumblings and what are the Chiefs going to do, And the whole thought process is Royals move from the K downtown, demolish the K, build the new stadium right where the K is at. Demolish Arrowhead, build it up, right? That's like the 15-year plan. But we've never known that. All that the Chiefs have said is that we're talking about it. We're looking. Remember, I was going to say it was way back when, maybe a couple months ago, when Mark Donovan was asked, about, they took an interest in a plot of land in Olathe, I think it was.
Yeah.
And then that got people wondering, what's going to happen with the Chiefs, right? Well, apparently the Chiefs might have to be in on what they're going to do come that decision. I did not know that. I know this $350 million ain't going to be enough for what the Chiefs want. Because I don't know if people realize this, but the Chiefs, they could ask for $3 billion, and the people of Kansas City would say, okay. And if they asked for another $3 billion from the state would be like, okay. The Chiefs are going to basically get a free stadium. They are. And I think this is what's going to happen. $350 million for the Chiefs, $350 million for the Royals. So it goes to two of them. That helps out at least. We're only asking for 350. Well, it's really $700 million in taxes that's going to the public, but $350 million, that is going to the Chiefs. Everybody's okay with giving money to the Chiefs. Hey, we love the Chiefs. Look at how good they are. And they're going to keep being good, right? The state will give the Chiefs whatever they want. They are not losing. Missouri is not going to lose a second football franchise. The state is not going to give the Royals money because they didn't give the Cardinals money when they built the new Busch Stadium. The Royals are getting zero state money. None. Zip, zilch. Because if they do, then the Cardinals are going to get more money. They're not going to do that. There's only one football team in the state of Missouri. That's the Chiefs. So I think that's what the state of New York did. Small amount of money from the city, bigger chunk of money from the state of New York. Hey, we want to keep Buffalo in Buffalo. So we might find out what the Chiefs are going to do. And then lastly, someone just flat out asked him, you're worth a couple $1 billion. You've got a ownership group that's got a lot of money. Okay. Lots of money. We're talking big name actors, the J.E. Dunn Construction, who, by the way, will be the one doing the construction. You got some Patrick Mahomes.
Pat can chip in a few bucks.
So you've got you got some wealthy Kansas Cityans, right? Why do you need any taxpayer money? Because you're going to benefit from this. Why should I, Fulton Caster of Jackson County, have to be responsible for any of it? And his answer was to bring benefit to the city. So I'm paying to bring benefit to the city. I'm trying to make my city, thrive. That's not my job. And then he rambled for about 5 minutes and talked about the A's and talked about, what I want is a long lease. So that way, when we sell it, they'll be in a lease and all that kind of stuff. He just tiptoed around it, tried to filibuster it and try to just, he Bill Snydered it is what he did. He Bill Snydered it. He was half tempted to talk about intrinsic values for a little bit there, but that's what he did because he knows the reason why is I can get $350 million from you and I can save $350 million.
Yeah, like the answer to that
Okay.
question that no one will ever say is just no.
Because I can.
Yeah, like the answer is because I can and it saves me money.
It saves him money.
Like
There's no
I
other way.
shouldn't, but I can, so I will.
There's no other way. I am for downtown stadium. I am. I think it's fun. It's exciting. It's new. It'll be just look at wherever you go. Go to Coors. Go to Target Field. Go to New Bush. You know, go to these stadiums. Go to Chicago.
Yeah.
You know, go to oh God, what's San Diego?
Petco.
That was awesome, by the way. It's fun. It's good. And the 350 is a little bit of a misnomer because it's 350 for the Royals, 350 for the Chiefs. So it's really $700 million. But, you know, kind of makes you feel better that the Chiefs are involved.
Yeah.
And maybe that's the reason why they're tying it to the Chiefs.
Mm.
But that's what I have garnered from this press conference. You did get information. He knows the team sucks. He knows that. He knows they're underperforming. He wants to move from the K. He's like, look, it's old. It's not giving us value. We can spend more money on the players if we get a better stadium and stuff around it. We generate more money. You put it more money. He said, you make money off of a franchise basically when you sell it. When you make money, you put it back into the team. You don't make money year to year. It's a long-term investment, much like David Glass. Bought it for what? $300 million, sold it for $1.3 billion. He made $1 billion in 25 years. That's how you do it. So he's saying that this will help the team. They want Jackson County. They want it so bad. So there's a lot to get to on both sides of it with the Chiefs. What are they going to do? What are the Royals going to do? The timing. Overall, I thought this was a very informative press conference. And if you love the K so much and you don't want it to leave the K, then you're going to hate this no matter what. You got a lot of info. It was really informative. The bad part still is that he knows he's going to get $350 million because he'll get it from Clay County. So it's either going to be Clay County or Jackson County coming up in 2028. One of those two. Coming up next, we'll wrap things up with the mic drop. Large Fulton, what do you got?
Domingo German threw a perfect game last night, 24th in Major League history, first since 2012. And Felix Hernandez. It was fun. It was good. Also hilarious that it was noted cheater Domingo German who threw the perfect game.
I'm going to go with the fact that John Sherman finally gave us an hour. It's $350 million is what the Chiefs or the Royals will get, but also what the Chiefs are going to get. They are moving from the K. Where do you want the baseball field to go? Where do you want it to go? That is going to happen. It is going to happen. I would love a downtown ballpark. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Coming up next, we got a little market update. We got Royals baseball. Zach Greinke going to try to avoid the sweep. And then we got 580 Sports Talk afterwards. We'll talk to you tomorrow at noon.